Hello and welcome to another stream of Assassin's Creed Origins to continue the marathon with my annual 2024 playthrough on New Game Plus. Hey there Lucinda, good morning to you. How did things go with the plumber and everything? Origin's been going well. In the previous stream I got some side quests done. I also, at the end of the stream, came to this part of the game world to show what happens when you go here as Bayek, and then when you exit the Animus and you take Layla out to the front of the same cave, she actually says something on the lines of, "Ah, I've been here as Bayek." So I showcased that at the end, which is this cave here. Is the same one that Layla in present day is actually out the front of. Listen, you got the work scheduled for this afternoon, so they'll be here later this afternoon. It won't affect your stream today, though. Well, that is good, that it won't affect your stream as well. But that's good that you were able to get it done quickly as well. You didn't have to wait, like, a week or more. Yeah, it's a really cool detail. I like how they did that. I don't think she'll say it again, but you never know. Nope. But still, see? It's got the same things. Now, it's hard to believe that those hanging things, whatever they're called, I know the ice ones are like, stalagmites and stalactites and that, but I don't know what the dry version of them is called, but you would think that they would have dropped off or something would have happened to them all these years later. But yeah, this is the same cave. Yeah, I thought so too, Lucinda. It's like a nice little thing, and it's something that people could miss because I don't know if there's a cutoff point as well. Because we have to go out that way anyway as Layla when she's assassinating the Abstergo goons that turn up. So I don't know if they take it away from there. I mean, it might be one of those things too where it will only trigger when there's nothing else going on and you go out as Layla. I'm going to go as Bayek to some other places to get some different outfits. One of the outfit kinds that I want to get from one of the tailors I wasn't able to find yet, because different tailors have different outfits. Lucinda, you're surprised you were able to get it scheduled as early as you did as well, because the water softener is considered a sort of luxury item over, say, someone whose water just isn't working. So you were worried it would be low priority for their scheduling. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a fair point too, as well, depending on what kind of thing has gone wrong. Some people might have, like, a burst water main, or something like that, where they need to get that done ASAP. And so it would be understandable if they have to prioritize that over something that is smaller in comparison. But yeah, that is great. I don't blame you for being surprised either. I would have been thinking the same. I would have been like, oh yeah, they'll probably take a bit longer because it's not as quote-unquote urgent. I like how if you equip your Predator bow and do the move where you make the bow fly through the air and control it, in the loading screen it doesn't go to that first person view, but it makes Bayek still hold the shot, so to speak. Listen, you looked at your follow list today and Pirate Software is also playing Control for the first time, so he'll probably get all your backseaters and or new spoiler viewers if there are any. Oh yeah, listen, that's the thing, like, it is funny the timing when that happens though sometimes, because like, he's a pretty big streamer. I haven't seen many of his actual live stuff, but I've had his stuff suggested to me on YouTube with the YouTube Shorts, and I remember checking out some of his videos and that. But it is funny when that happens, when a streamer who is, you know, we all go at our own pace, obviously, so there's definitely games that could take years for, you know, someone who's a big streamer to get to. But yeah, that's interesting timing as well. It just made me think too that, and as you know, sometimes you get the people who come in, they're so excited to see someone new play it, that they bombard the streamer with so many things like, oh, this is so cool, or oh, this is connected to this, oh, there's a cool reference, like all that kind of stuff as well. And I mean, I do that too, to an extent, but I don't want the streamer to be on a constant barrage of stuff, Like there might be something where I'm like pointing something out, but not wanting to do like a 10-page diatribe for the streamer to read about, all this stuff.
Greetings. Some business.
Greetings. Some business.
Χρειάζομαι ζεύγος βοήν δια την γευσιλασία του χωραφείου. Good. Χρήπησαν τους εργάτες δουλεύουν πλέον. Όχι γνώσκει τι πρέπει.
Listen, yeah, he blew up on Twitch. He was watching his streams almost every morning back when he had like 300 to 400 viewers. Now he's got like 10,000. That is just crazy to feel. And you got 10,000 people, like actual people, doing what they're doing while watching. They might be eating something, or they might be drinking something, or they might be working on something, and they've got you on in the background. Like, and different time zones, different countries around the world, people viewing. It really makes you think about time in a totally different kind of thing. And how there's so much stuff happening right this very moment. It's just so wild sometimes when you actually think about it. Yeah, exactly. It's cute a bit, but as a streamer, it gets a bit overwhelming. This is true. Exactly. It's like... It's one thing to be excited to see someone play something that you enjoy, but it's another thing to... And it's not like everyone's doing this on purpose when they do it, but inadvertently, you can actually cause the streamer to not have a good time because they're not able to feel like they can just, react to things as they come across them, that there's some kind of like, expectation then for them to actually be looking out for a lot of these different things.
Thank you. God speed you.
We might ask about something small to use for the context of the thing you're trying to do at that very moment. Someone might take that to mean you want the whole concept explained. It's like, this is how it all is laid out. An hour later. And see? And that is why that is that way.
Get out of the way! What's the meaning of this?
It's like, well, that's cool and all, but wasn't really wanting to know all that stuff yet. So, Lucinda, you starting that today, is it? Because I think from memory you said it was the 25th. Be cool to see you play through that game. It's another one of those games, too, that I always like to see people's reactions to it. And that's why I could never be someone that spoils things for new players and stuff, because it's just, because I really enjoy seeing people play the game for the first time and see what they think. And it's also cool to know yourself when something's going to happen that you think is really cool, and to just say nothing about it to the streamer because you're wanting them to experience it for the first time. This is something that I enjoy about that. I don't get why people enjoy the other thing where they purposely go in and say, oh yeah, this character dies, or this and this. Is like, ugh. Lucinda, yeah, you'll be starting it today, and since you swapped the on-day stream, you'll be playing it like 5 days in a row. 2 of those being short streams on Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. That's cool that you'll be able to do it 5 days in a row. It's definitely great to do it like that. Oh, this one looks interesting. Still not the one I'm actually looking for. But it's good to have some options.
A fair trade. Farewell then.
See you, Cassandra. Yeah, last night you got to catch OG Brad Vickers play Dying Light, and you got to see him experience that first nighttime surprise. And it was so funny seeing a natural reaction to the chaos. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, that those moments, that would have been ruined if someone had actually told him what was going to happen. And by the extension too, it's ruining it for other viewers too, because like they might not have played the game either, but they don't mind seeing someone play it and see it played out. But it also takes away from them being able to be like, oh, cool. Thank you, Godfather Al, for the welcome back, Lord Region. Nicely done, Lord Region. That's the alternate universe version. Listen to, yeah, like, get ready. Oh, this part was so hard for me. Oh, yeah, exactly. That sounded like a Lord Region. I almost actually said that, to be honest. I was going to go, Lord. It's like, no, Lord. Hey there, Dr. Darling. Thanks for redeeming Senu Tours. Your favorite place in the game. Which one is that? Siwa? Bayek of Siwa. Bayek of SeaWorld. Oh, I see, Dr. Darling. I see now. You mean that I can choose the location. Cool. I'll try and think of one that I haven't shown yet. Why, thank you for the high precision. Gareth. Relu.
How fare you?
Damn it. I'm looking for the Shadow Warrior. The Shadow Warrior outfit.
See you soon.
Some awesome soup. Dr. Darling, 8.3, not 9. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wish I could actually make it do that. Listen, do you wish you had that crooked emote, but it's a bit reward. Oh, yeah, that emote. It's such a great emote. Let's get a safe spot for Bayek, so that when Senu is doing a tour, he doesn't get interrupted. Hello there, Babs. Eve to noon. Love it. I like the combinations that you do of the different parts of the day together. How's it going, Babs? Welcome on in. Gonna take Senu's gonna go on a tour. And we're gonna go for a very long tour to the Desolate Desert. Which is 10,290 miles away. Perhaps it's afternoon here, but I guess it should have been after night because it's late there. That's true. Yeah, it's almost 9:30 at night. Getting late, but the night is young for me. It's still very early. I know you. I know you meant to put counts. It is just so funny though. I think 9:30 still counts as evening. Pretty good. I don't blame you, Babs, if you do. Yeah, that's just so unexpected. I was like, what was auto mod flagging there? Oh, okay. Best typo ever, indeed, Babs. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Thank you, Sheila, for the welcome back, dude. And it was a good break. Yeah, I had a good break, thanks, dude. You can only lurk due to work, but I hope you are good. That's no trouble at all, Sheila. Thank you so much for the lurk, especially when you're working as well. Definitely appreciate that. And yeah, I'm doing well. We're on a Senu tour. I thought we'd take Senu to a place that we hadn't been yet in the playthrough, so we're going to go to the Desharat Desert. Godfather Al, surprised cunts get past the strict censor. Guess it was whitelisted. Yeah, it's one of those words, you know, can be used as a term of endearment here in Australia. Friends sometimes will call each other that. Like, "G'day there, you mad cunt. How are you?" You know, things like that. Just make sure I'm still on track. Yeah. Babs, add the extra L. You're wrestling the boy for the keyboard. It's like, what does this key do? Babs, yeah, it's a term of endearment here too. Depends on what part of the country. Back home in Ireland, you say it all the time. You had to do a lot of self-editing when you moved. Because you just get so used to it, you know. I imagine, yeah, especially when there's surprising things happen, you know, because it's like sometimes when I get surprised, I'm like, oh, fuck, you know, things like that. Just want to make sure that I'm still actually heading towards the right spot. Yeah. Hey there, Ishimura. Hope it's going well. Currently, flying with Senu Tours, going over Egypt, heading towards the Desolate Desert, all the way from where Bayek is currently situated in Alexandria. You going alright, Ishimura? That's excellent. That's really good. As for me, I'm doing good. Had a good day. Did a stream earlier and did some side stuff. Took a break and then came back and ready to do some more content. Yeah, Ishimura. I also wanted to come up with a channel point redeem for this game that I hadn't done yet, and I thought, if I have a redeem where we can fly as Senu to a point in the game world that someone chooses when they redeem it, or I can, pick one myself where to go, and then just fly from where Bayek is to the spot. I won't do it for Odyssey and Valhalla though, because I can afford to spend time doing it with this game, but it'll be a different story with Odyssey because I've got a lot of content to get through with that and Valhalla as well. But I do have a channel point reward for Odyssey that I'm going to activate in that playthrough that I actually haven't had for a while. It's one that I came up with years ago, but I haven't used it for a while. Remember, Salih, when I promised to kill you last, I lied. Thank you for redeeming that from Commando, Ishimura. Classic moment. And then when he gets back, she's like, "What'd you do with Sully?" "I let him go," after dropping him to his death over the cliffside. Yeah, listen, it's such a classic. There's another Arnie movie, The Running Man, and he's fighting this guy who has a chainsaw. And the guy's like, "I love this saw. It's a part of me. And now I'm going to make it part of you." And then Arnie's like, "It's alright. You can keep it." And then after a struggle, he ends up using the chainsaw up the guy's middle from his crotch area up. And then when he gets back to one of the other characters, she's like, "What happened to Buzzsaw?" And then Arnie's like, He had to split. Ishmael, yeah, that bit is a bit underrated when he said, I let him go. Commando's Honey's funniest film to you. I don't blame you, Ishmael. It's just so funny, too, how to be more stealthy, he rips the passenger side seat out of her vehicle so he can actually crouch down lower in it, you know. Even things like that are just so damn funny. Listen to Outlast vibes. Oh, yeah. Those Outlast games, I'll tell you what. But yeah, it's so funny. I'll never forget that moment. Then there's a part in the same movie, The Running Man, where they're talking about, you know, the need to hack into the satellite. You know, there's an uplink in the underground. And he keeps on raving on about it. And I was like, uplink, underground, uplink, the underground. If you don't shut up, I'll uplink your ass and you'll be on the ground. Let's see if I'm still actually on track. Oh, I am. Except I need to go this direction. But still, let's put the HUD back on just so I can see the waypoint. Okay, over this way. Babs, this new redeem has to be one of your all-time favorites that I've done. It's so chill. Oh, thank you, Babs. That's good. I'm glad that you enjoy. And it's great too. When I first started doing it for this playthrough, I didn't turn all the HUD elements off, but actually doing it with all the HUD off just adds such extra impact to it. Not that I ever would make a whole stream about it, but over the years I have toyed with doing some streams where it's just like, hey, as the character in this game, how about we just, walk through the environment and stuff. But it's not very viable as much for like a long stream just doing that, I feel. That's something that's more suited for like YouTube content. But this redeem kind of does a little bit of that in a much more focused kind of time frame. Alright, so that is Senu's tour from Alexandria, where Bayek is, all the way to the Desolate Desert. So Bayek is all the way back over here. Okay, let's put the HUD back on. So yeah, that was over 10,000 miles away. Okay, why is that not showing up on the map? Oh yeah, there it is, it's just camouflaged. Yeah. Where Senu is as to where I marked to go to isn't the exact same distance. But there we go. Thank you, Dr. Casper, Dr. Darling, for redeeming that. Alright, so I will make a decision on what outfit to have Bayek wear for this stream. I'll try one more time to see if the Shadow Warrior is where I am hoping. Alright, so this dude is going to mention something about an incoming threat. There's actually a connection in this incoming threat mission to the Hidden Ones DLC. But I'm not going to investigate it until we actually get to that point in the story. But to stop this guy from seeking me out all the time, let's just initiate this part of it.
Semba Ao. What? You are Bayek, yes? My master is anxious that you get this letter. It is urgent.
Your master? Do I know him?
His name is Otis. You haven't met. All is explained in the letter.
We'll be doing this quest at a later point in the
I
playthrough.
never know peace. I will go to the Sarajina camp to learn if there is any truth to this letter.
Oh. Μόριας παρασκευάσματα του δανεστήν.
Όταν σου ανέωξε, άνθρωπε.
Some mutual benefit, friend?
Hey, Cassandra. Alright, the one that I'm looking for isn't here, so we'll leave that till another time.
Until next time.
Σφάλμα δε το θηρίον εμένυνσε. Είτε.
Έω. Τι σύστηκε.
Τι πράτης?
Σήμαντε δούνε, απήντησον. Άνθρωπε, εν θα δεήστη.
There we go. I'll have bike wear this for this stream. Alright, so there's some quests that I want to do now. One is the secrets of the first pyramids. Okay, where's the closest fast travel point? Here.
I am worried about the children. Estella doesn't usually go adventuring for so long.
She knows to be careful, and she'll bring Hetanu back unharmed. She always does.
Of course. But will she remember to bring herself back unharmed?
Ready to serve.
Why can't the Pharaoh's soldiers just leave us alone?
We refuse their rule.
Wait, you!
Neither they...
Oh, that badge. You are the Magi from Siwa.
Whoa. Yeah.
Babs, do you remember in the 90s there was all that trance dance music with like spiritual chanting over the beats? Whenever you do a Senu tour, that's always what's playing in your head. I don't really recall from like recent memory, but it is interesting when you think about some of the stuff from the 90s as well. Because there's some things that, you know, like sometimes you look at the 80s as a decade that was more sort of like, you know, weird sort of things, but the 90s had that too as well.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Hey. I have a shot!
To kill you for that!
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Babs. Thank you for doing that.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Okay, so secrets to the first pyramids. Bayek meets a scholar named Merkes. Hang on. Here we go. Bayek meets a scholar in relentless pursuit of a long-lost vault hidden somewhere among the first pyramids. Bayek meets a scholar named Merkes, who reveals that he is on a quest to uncover a vault that once belonged to the pharaoh Sneferu, credited with building 3 revolutionary pyramids. Bayek agrees to help Merkes bring closure to his findings. There's a reference to Indiana Jones, well, I should say Raiders of the Lost Ark, later retitled Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's a character in that named Belloc. In the movie, Indiana Jones's friend, Salah, he mistakenly thinks the name is Belosh. In this quest, the bandit leader is named Belosh.
Whoa. 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 Yeah.
By the gods! This beast will be my death! God save me from bandits and blasted camels! Faster! Run, you plodding beast! If they catch us, who knows what will be lost? And they'll probably eat you!
Yalla.
Damn! Your neck is injured! Clear the way!
Not getting through me.
I will do my duty. You will not escape!
Try to cut him off! Do not let him escape!
Oh,
Oh, well, look at that. Good, good. That was a bit too close, huh? Is that a Magi badge? Fascinating. I thought they were all extinct. As skilled as I'd read. That was extraordinary. Well done. Who sent you? Was it Kition or Heraclides? They thought I couldn't handle myself out here, but we've shown them, haven't we?
have we? What are you doing out here?
Are you joking, Neb? We are searching for the lost vault of the great Sneferu, the founder of the golden age of the Old Kingdom.
And how are we doing that?
Didn't they tell you anything before they sent you after me?
Remind me.
According to my research, Sneferu hid 3 artifacts in his pyramids. One in the Medum, his first and failed pyramid. Another in the Bent, whose design he obviously modified after the Medum's collapse. And one in his final masterpiece and tomb, the Shining Pyramid. I have one artifact, but those bandits stole another from me. You'll need to get it back for us.
Where was this?
They camp in the cliffs to the west of Memphis. You can find them by following the stream. Also, you'll need to find a way into the Shining Pyramid to get the last artifact. I think there's an opening high up, but it's quite the climb. In my youth, I could have done it, but...
I will take a look. How many bandits were there?
all of them, I think.
Hey there, Drew. Absolutely. PS5? Yeah, let's see, there's like all of them. All the bandits, everywhere, all over the planet. All of them.
What makes you think the third artifact is in the Shining Pyramid?
Each of the 3 tombs held one, according to my findings. These pyramids were built by Pharaoh Sneferu during his reign, you see. He took what Imhotep had designed for Pharaoh Djoser and improved upon it. Medum was the first, but a design flaw led to a grave collapse. Then came the Bent. Its unique shape is due to an alteration that saved it from suffering the same fate as its brother. The Medum and the Bent could not keep their secrets from me. Inside each, I found the artifacts indicated in Manetto's Aegyptiaca. You've read it, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll remember the third is said to be contained within the Shining Pyramid, his masterpiece. Of course, it is also the pyramid that has stifled my progress.
The Shining Pyramid.
Yes, Sneferu, whose light shines eternal, lies within.
Of course.
I'll head back to camp to try to unravel the mystery. My camp is in the shadow of the last pyramid. Meet me there, at Sneferu's tomb, when you've found the other artifacts.
What makes you think the third artifact is in the
Alright,
Shining
so that
Pyramid?
dialogue will be the same.
Each of the 3 tombs...
No, Drew, not yet. This is still main game stuff. This is a side quest I'm doing at the moment. But I will be doing the DLC as part of the playthrough, though. Hey there, Ave. Welcome. I'm doing good, thanks. Things are going well. How about yourself? Just a little. I got to the part where we get our new targets, but I haven't done anything beyond that though. But in this stream, I do want to actually take care of one of the targets. In a lot of ways, this quest is also a bit of an educational one about these pyramids and stuff. If you go back to Merkes after looking at one of these places, there's dialogue with him based on that. And then, of course, obviously, when you go back to see him once you've got both of them.
Yeah.
The Scarab? Haven't decided yet, actually. It'll either be the Scarab or the Hyena.
Whoa.
You're doing good. That's excellent, Ave. How's your gaming been going as well? Are they? Okay, either way, two great targets. That's true. Because I'm doing the side quests as well. There's a lot of side quests that are related to things in the main quest. So I want to make sure that I'm doing those and the target in the same stream. Hey there, Sage. Welcome. You loaded up your Origins yesterday and had to sink a bunch of ships. You were playing as Aya. Yeah. Yeah, there's a side quest that you can do as well that is related to her. There's like a storyteller who's talking about one of the exploits, and you can play that, and it's an Aya memory. And of course, there's obviously the stuff in the main story too. Their gaming is going well. You finally got the platinum for Horizon Forbidden West. Don't remember if I told you already. You've begun your second playthrough of Resident Evil 4 Remake. You're also progressing Cyberpunk 2077 slowly but surely. That game is really fun and the story is really good. The shooting feels so great, though for the last 2 days you've played very little. Instead, you've binge-watched the entire Boys Season 1 and you thought that was great. I don't think you had about the platinum for Horizon Forbidden West, but GG's on that, Ave. It's definitely good that you got the platinum. I imagine it'd be a hell of a lot of work. And what did you think of Resident Evil 4 Remake on your first run? No, he doesn't want to do the cheese way. Fair enough, game. Sage wish list. A Cyberpunk future AC game where the Templars win and you have to rebuild the Creed. Bonus, Rod try Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's definitely a game I want to get to eventually this century. It might be 2077 by the time I do. Just kidding. But yeah, I would like to play that at some point. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Ah, come on, Bayek, you can do that. He almost got there, but then he let go. No, he doesn't want it. Fucking hell. If only they didn't get rid of the ability to do back and side ejects from a good distance.
This plain-looking artifact must have some hidden value if it was stored among such treasures. Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
It actually wasn't. You played so much of the game before finishing the main story, and when it was time to get the remaining trophies, you only had like 5 more to go. Oh, well, that works out well too. That's awesome when that can happen. Sage, maybe if you've said this before, but what would be your top 3 time periods for an AC? Yours is World War One, Future Cyberpunk, and Spanish Inquisition. Also, like Julius Caesar, Roman Empire, are they? I'd like them to go and do something related to, like, Aztec, Mayan Aztec, because there's definitely been a lot of games in the series that have had a lot of elements of that, but never a full game set, or whatnot. So that'd probably be one of them as well. I don't know what years and stuff, though, for that. So I don't know whether it would put them during the time when it was Assassins versus Templars, or if it would still be back when it was Hidden Ones versus Order of the Ancients. But yeah, that would be one of them. World War II would be another one. And this one would be hard to pull off, but I think there's ways to do it. One that's set in America during the quote-unquote Wild West era. You would also say there wasn't a trophy that was annoying to get, since mostly it was all enjoyable. Though you remember one mission you did not like. Well, that can happen too, for sure, But that's good that, it was an enjoyable experience. Sage, Aztec in South America would be sick with Herman Cortez. Yeah, I mean, I think... See, the thing is too, like, there hasn't yet been an Assassin's Creed game where I haven't liked the time period and the setting. I think it's mainly because, like, yeah, there's ones that stand out to me as ones that I would like to see, but I've been happy with all the different, time periods and the stuff that they've chosen. Okay, let's do a lazy fast travel. Lazy in the fact that I'm not going to travel all the way back through the tomb. We already have an AC in the Wild West. Red Dead 2. Sure, there are no assassins nor a crib. It's very good historical fiction. You don't know how you would pull off an actual AC in the Wild West. Here's how you do it. You bring back the persona system from Liberation. You have the assassin outfit that is only accessible during nighttime missions. You use it for reconnaissance, stealth, assassinations, of course. during the daytime, you have an outlaw persona, you have a lawman persona, and you have a gang persona. And depending on which persona you're using at the time, you can use it to infiltrate either a gang or talk amongst, police and all that kind of stuff and gain information on your target. And then boom. Once you've got the assassination target all sorted, the game would then switch to night and you do the assassination. And that's when you would use all the utilities of an assassin. Yeah, are they? Yeah, so all the intelligence gathering would be done during the day, using your connections. So, you could infiltrate a gang, and maybe you could play a gang off of the other by infiltrating one gang, getting you some information that could actually get you an advantage with another gang, and that way you're able to get even closer to your main target, things like that. So yeah, making it that you're only wearing the assassin outfit. That I'm not saying that you're not an assassin. You definitely are. But you wouldn't be wearing the assassin outfit during the daytime. It would only be at nighttime. I mean, cosmetically speaking, you would still be able to wear an outfit, the assassin outfit, if you wanted to. But gameplay-wise, you wouldn't be able to. Stan, some games call it layered armor. Interesting, layered armor. But yeah, that's how I do an AC game set in the Wild West. But admittedly, it is a very hard time period to try and put into the context of Assassins and Templars. But it's not like when that time period came around, they would have been like, you know what, Templars, we're not going to be doing anything for this whole time period. How about you? And then they're like, yeah, sure, we'll do a truce, Assassins. So let's say, 100, 200 years later, we'll start up again? Yeah, sure. It's not like they would have done that. So, in terms of like the AC series, the Assassins and Templars still definitely would have been doing stuff, even in those eras.
And now.
Hey, hold on. Now, hey!
Hey! Why are you here? World. Oh, die, you blood!
Hey, what? Alarm! Charge!
Mine now!
the artifact the bandits stole from Mercus. Strange thing. Time to find Mercus and see what these 3 artifacts add up to.
Stan, armor has a purpose, but it's cosmetic and can be changed. Yeah, I mean, even sort of like camouflaging armor underneath as well, you know? Babs, you'd love to see an AC game set in Russia during the golden age of the Tsars. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chronicles Russia isn't like at that point, but it's more the tail end. It's like really, really late. It's like 1918. But yeah, that would definitely be interesting too, you know, because that's the thing, like there's some locations and stuff that they've done in those Chronicles games, but not in a bigger, bigger game and stuff as well. Yeah, Lucinda, could you imagine? It's like they have a meeting. It's like, right, we're at a time period now where, we can't do our things. Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, damn, Yeah, us assassins, we can't go around wearing what we wear anymore because, everyone's wearing, wide-brimmed hats and everything. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, so, what do you say, we'll have a truce for a few hundred years, assassins? Yeah, Templars, we will. We won't do any skirmishes during this time period. Sage says Wild West takes place 1865 and 1895, while Syndicate takes place in 1968. Oh, 1868. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's definitely not too far away from 1865. I mean, if you look at Red Dead Redemption 2, it's 1899, which is, getting to the tail end there, So, yeah, maybe something that takes place in the 1860s, maybe 1870s. Actually, when does the Civil War take place? (1861). Yeah, I mean, you could put it around then, because that would fit the whole thing of having an Assassin's Creed game set during a conflict, during the American Civil War. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. A bit similar, but not really, but still, to your take on how you do an AC during the World Wars. The assassins are meant to hide in plain sight, so being a soldier during a war would make sense in that way. They are one soldier in the eyes of the Templars. When you reach your target, you enter stealth mode and go about an assassin-like way. Still kind of similar. Oh, yeah. You could even do something in that time period of that way, But I just thought of this. In Assassin's Creed 3, if you look at some of the stuff that they're wearing, they're wearing very much kind of like socially, they're wearing things that are buttoned up stuff, and suit kind of things, I mean, AC3 makes it work, I feel, because the way that the assassin's outfit is designed is interesting, and, Stan Assassin, on this paper it says truce will be broken in August. Is it the start of August or the end of it? Templar, I don't know, man. It was 200 years ago. Assassin, do over with clarified info. Templar, see you in 200 years. Yeah, that is like 200 years later. But yeah, they'd be right. It's like, okay, does it start at the start of August? Middle of August? The end of August? Did they mean August? Maybe they didn't mean August. They own AC set in Finland during the Winter War. That could also be freaking good. And the protagonist could be Simo Haiha. Wait, what Syndicate? 1968. Yeah, oh, that's all right. Yeah, it was just a typo. But yeah, 1868 is when Syndicate is set. I don't know too much about that, are they? But I mean, hey, I don't have anything against that time period. So, as I say, there's nothing that I really think about where I'm like, nah, absolutely hate the idea of this time period in an AC game. So I'm pretty much open for, any time period, any location in the world, any setting, playing as any protagonist, it's just... Secrets of the First Pyramids. I like this quest. So I talked about it before, but it's been a while. But in the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's a villain named Belloc, and Indiana Jones's friend Salah, he thinks that the guy's name is Belosh. In this game, in this quest, the bandit leader was named Belosh. So I thought that was a nice, cool reference to Indiana Jones. So we'll go and see Merkes, and he'll tell us about Belosh.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right, Sage. There's no worries at all. I definitely knew what year you meant.
I've retrieved the other two artifacts.
Aha! This confirms my theory. By Ra, that's it! The artifacts form a diagram, but a part is missing. There's no way to connect them. But there's a passage in the Egyptiaca that says, the path is clear atop the shining tip. And the inscriptions on this artifact must mean the Pyramidion on top of Sneferu's tomb, the Shining Pyramid. I'm sure the key to the mystery is up there. Why don't you just run up and take a look?
What are we looking for at the end of this?
The priceless treasures of Sneferu have been lost to the ages. We will be heroes when we recover them and bring them out into the light of day.
Hey, I am no grave robber.
No, of course not. I promise you, this will not disturb anyone's rest in the field of reeds.
I will climb up and see what I can find.
The priceless treasures of Sneferu have been lost to the ages. We will be heroes when we recover them and bring them out into the light of day. The priceless treasures of Sneferu have been lost to the ages. We will be heroes when we recover them and bring them out into the light of day.
Babs, it's all good. You're now picturing the two main characters from that game running around in like platform boots, a miniskirt, polo necks, and Afghan coats. Oh yeah, could you imagine? In the 1960s in Assassin's Creed running around doing that. Nothing is true. Everything is groovy. Nice one, Babs. I also couldn't help but think of Austin Powers. Ave, Simo Hayahar was a sniper who killed a lot of Russians and was one of the big reasons the Russians weren't able to take over Finland. He was so well adapted to the climate, so he used it to defeat them. He hid in the snow and he used skis to get around. He was fast and he was dangerous. That's actually interesting. Could you imagine using skis as well as like a quick traversal kind of thing? Sage, I love your South America shout. You remember learning in school how the Spanish came to the Aztecs in horses in metal with swords, etc., and they thought they were gods? Would fit perfect for a Templar story. Oh yeah. You know, any sort of time period where you have people going in and taking over a territory, I could definitely see them being Templars that are going and doing that. But yeah, I mean, I can't remember who it was, but there's someone on the internet who did a big pitch for an Aztec game as well. They even went to the trouble of doing like concept art and stuff. I wish I could remember what YouTube channel it was and all that, but it was so long ago that I've forgotten now. Stan Assassin's headquarters is a disco. Oh, could you imagine? Disco. shoot the disco ball so it lands on the head of your target. Sage, like the Spanish Inquisition. Maybe that's in the AC movie. Haven't seen it though. I think it's yeah. I mean, I don't think they show much of the actual Inquisition happening, but what was his name? Torquemada? Is it Tomas Torquemada? He's in the movie. Aguilar, his time period.
The top of the tomb of Sneferu. There are strange slots here. Maybe if I... These 3 artifacts fit perfectly into the slots of the capstone. It is a diagram. From here at the Shining Pyramid, it seems to indicate those ruins out east. That's where we will find the vault.
That's so funny.
And what did you see? Was it as I said? Don't keep me in suspense. Did you find anything?
Quite the view. The markers fit into place upon the capstone and create a complete diagram.
You are remarkable. And does it explain the riddle in the histories about where to find the vault?
Mm-hmm. I suspect it meant something to the east of us. I could make out what looks like a ruined temple now.
Follow me. I'll get us there.
Do not rush into trouble again.
With you at my side? Never.
How did you cross paths with the bandits earlier?
Oh, I enlisted their help to find the missing artifacts.
What? You mean you hired them?
Well, their leader, Velosh, claimed he knew the desert better than anyone. I didn't think they would turn on me. I didn't know they were those kinds of bandits.
There are no other kinds of bandits. They all pillage and kill for coin.
Yes, they seemed rather intent on both, having stolen one artifact from me and then trying to kill me for the other.
You are a hazard to yourself.
I've been told that before.
I've been told.
No time to waste.
I've been told that before. Sage, he's got like the most kills ever by a sniper. The White Death.
Here we are. The entrance will be hidden, of course.
The ground seems soft here. Let's see what is beneath the sand.
By Ra, I wonder what we'll find. One last deadly obstacle. I told you there was nothing to worry about. Come along. This way. You first. We are the first to set foot here in more than 2,000 years. The treasures that must be here. Hope we aren't angering Wadjet. Nothing to worry about. You did exactly as I would have told you, if you hadn't acted so quickly. Oh my. By Ra, all that is divine beauty. Do your eyes see what mine see?
This room has been perfectly preserved.
Untouched since Neferu's reign.
Is this it? It is mostly filled with old scrolls. Not much gold.
Such treasure. Look at all this history. Kition and Heraclides will be in awe. I'll be famous. We'll be famous.
Glad I could help.
Once I've catalogued what we've discovered, I'll cart it back to the Library of Alexandria, so it can be studied and preserved for the ages.
And there we go. That's the secrets of the first pyramid mission done. Quest, I don't know why. I can't interact with this now. Oh well. Sage, after playing Valhalla and seeing me do missions like this, you're really curious how these puzzle and figure it out with minimal clues missions will be like in Shadows. I'm hoping that we don't have the thing of, oh, there's something inside this structure. The front door is barred. The back door is barred. The side doors are barred. How do I get in? 30 minutes later. Still haven't found out how do I get in. 30 minutes later. Fuck this shit. Look at a guide. Oh, so there's like a little tiny section you need to look at and shoot through, and then you unlock the door, and then boom. I hope there's none of that shit. I'm sick of those kinds of things in these games. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm over it. Like, do something different. Like, put a very difficult enemy guarding a gate. Simple. You know, if there's something that they're guarding that's important, just put an enemy that's not a regular enemy, but an enemy that you have to sort of like, fight. And once you fight them, you gain access, and boom, done. I'm kind of tired of that stuff. But I'm sure they will put that in there, though. Move this shelf and push it around and push this and pull this and blah, 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 blah. It's like, come on. Listen, you remember standing on this pyramid untouched, except by Bayek's feet. That's it. Exactly. It's like, it was untouched before the feet of mine actually touched it. You need to make a run to the pharmacy. You'll be back when it's time for you to eat. No problem at all, Lucinda. I hope that your errands go well. I'll see you when you get back. Babs, that's a lot of XP. It really, really is. That's another reason why I like to do this quest as well, especially when starting from scratch as well. But doing it in this New Game Plus playthrough, because I wanted to make the playthrough be a little bit longer than it would be if I just ran through the story on New Game Plus, because I probably would have finished the game by now if I did that. Right, now that I've done that quest, I'm going to do this quest now. A gift from the gods. I've already done it in the main game. I already did it in the playthrough the save file of the playthrough that I did, where I had already done this. I've already done that. But in this playthrough, starting from the start of the game with New Game Plus, I'm going to do it again. So we'll get 2 sets of the same sword and shield. Are they? Oh, and to answer your Resident Evil question, I forgot you asked, sorry. Oh, that's alright, are they? That's no trouble at all. You loved RE4 Remake on your first playthrough. You played the OG RE4 a few months before you played the remake and you liked it. You thought it was really good for being so old, and you loved Leon going, heh, women. Though the remake is more your cup of tea.
Whoa.
Back to the remake, you loved the bosses and you thought the night section was really scary in the best way possible. You also thought the regenerators were even scarier in the remake. Oh yeah, those enemy types, especially the or whatever sort of like thing, the heavy breathing that you hear them do as well. But yeah, they were pretty freaky, in both the original and the remake as well. But that's cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed the remake as well. I've only played it myself once, so I do want to do another playthrough in the future. But I liked it. Resident Evil 2 remake, though, is still the best one, I would say, out of the remakes so far. Or at the very least, the more modern remakes. Resident Evil 1 remake is kind of difficult for me anyway, to sort of like compare it against the remakes of 2, 3, and 4 because it's, fixed camera angles and all that kind of stuff. Whereas the remakes of 2, 3, and 4 are all the behind the shoulder, third person thing. Babs Pip says three. He added the full stop himself. Nice. Well, that's good though. Putting it at the end. They also did the AC in Sweden not show up. Let me see. AC in Sweden. The last message about that was Simo. Unless you're talking about a message that you put in atting someone. Say, just funny that the new AC does problem-solving shit but make it annoying, but Resident Evil does the same thing, but it's not annoying. Yeah, I mean, in general, I don't mind games with puzzles in them, but some puzzles, especially puzzles with, maths and stuff. Like in Resident Evil 0 on the train, there's a timer before it blows up, and you need to solve a maths puzzle. I'm like, fuck off.
Whoa.
So this quest is basically the Final Fantasy crossover quest. They know this crap happens when it doesn't show up. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's very weird when Twitch does that stuff as well. Like, if there's anything that auto mod flags, I see it. But there has been some moments where Twitch's own thing automatically is like, boom. Sage, also the only thing that scared you is in Resident Evil 1 and 0 when you make a lot of progress and you hear dogs or specific types of enemies and you didn't save. That's true gaming horror. Well, yeah, it's kind of like, oh shit, how much have I done since the last time I saved as well? And then it's also like, how much time did it take to get to this point, and how much time do I have to redo over again if I die and have to reload that checkpoint as well? Babs, you really don't mind the puzzles. What you do mind is anything timed, you immediately get 72% worse at the game. Oh yeah, Babs, because it's just a different kind of pressure as well. When you have as much time as the game allows you, you can be more relaxed and, make mistakes and take your time. But when it's like, 10 seconds, solve this puzzle, now, boom, you didn't solve it, dead, those sorts of things.
By all the gods, have they sent a message from the sky? It's as if Ra has descended upon us.
A gift from the gods. Bayek witnesses a rock falling from the sky and decides to investigate the crash site. A huge rock has come tumbling out of the sky and has crashed to Earth in front of the Meidum Pyramid. Bayek is interested in finding it. I'm going to make it nighttime again, because I'm going to have to make it daytime again anyway, and I'd rather do that when I'm at the point that I need to do what I need to do. Plus, it's a good excuse to make it nighttime again, because for this playthrough, I just wanted to do all the quests that I could during the nighttime.
The fireball has revealed an entrance to this tomb. This is a sign from the gods.
Sage, you just experienced the time thing in Detroit become human. Oh yeah, and they're like, go. Figure it out now. Who did this? Get the clues. Now quick, hurry up and get out there and, do the negotiation. It didn't actually, I'm just wondering, is it like, it's not coming up telling you that you've reached your character limit in the message, is it? Is it like a long message? If I click on your username and see your messages in the message history, just double check. Yeah, so you made the comment about Simo Haya and about him using skis to get around. And then the next thing after that came through was to answer your Resident Evil question. But there was nothing in between that. Yeah, it's quite interesting, Sage, this side quest as well. Not being someone who is very well versed in Final Fantasy, I had no idea when I first did this that it was anything to do with that. Are they all the other kids with the pumped up kicks? You better run, gotta run, outrun my gun. Twitch hates Swedish AC. It's like, what are you doing, Twitch? Try whispering me the message, are they? And see if it will go through.
Could this be referring to a sundial? I wonder. This number seems important. This number seems important. This must be the sundial that was depicted in the tomb. It is reacting. Lights shining up to the gods. By Ra, what have I done? I should check the tomb.
Are they now you're dividing into 3 messages? Alright, so let me see. Do you see the first part? So the first thing that came through after your comment, you're dividing it into 3 messages, was you really want an AC in Sweden, obviously, and it could be set during the times of Gustav Vasa. Quick info about this. The Danish king Christian the Tyrant invaded Sweden and took control over the country. Then he massacred people in the streets of Stockholm. This is known as the Carnage of Stockholm. Gustav Vasa decided to gather an army, so he went skiing between Salin and Mora to find the people that would make up an army. Then with the army, he took back the country and became the king. You feel an AC story would fit perfectly in there. And a fun fact of his skiing journey, in Sweden you have a skiing race known as the Vasa race, where people ski between Salin and Mora in honor of Gustav Vasa. That is really cool, that there's something to commemorate. Thanks for posting that, Abe. That does indeed sound like a good setting for Assassin's Creed, and, you know, the stealth gameplay opportunities as well, like hiding in the snow, you know, like, there's so much stuff. Sage, not even hating, but being honest, you may have seen this scene captioned on YouTube, AC now versus then they cut to this mission. If it's like the dude flying around and shit. Really cool music so far, though. Yeah, it's I don't know, like, Bayek reacting to it, it's definitely understandable to consider it actually canon that it's happening, but it's kind of one of those things where I feel like it's not necessarily canon, you know, but the way that they do it, it makes it seem like it is. But it's a bit, you know, jarring with doing this kind of stuff because, you know, this is more magic than it is actual, like, Assassin's Creed Isu technology kind of thing. So I kind of think of this as like a separate thing, that it's kind of like an alternate memory thing. Kind of hard to explain, but it's definitely, you know, not something you would think of for an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, you doorkeepers who guard your portals, who swallow souls and who gulp down the corpses of the dead. What a journey I have made. The things I have seen. I am but one of you.
There we go. So now I have 2 of the same shield and sword. But yeah, that is the quest that is like a crossover with Final Fantasy. So you get the Ultima Blade, and you get the Zedric shield, and then if we go to mounts, you get a Queh. Or they call it that in this. I think it's called something else in the actual Final Fantasy series. Are they? I am but one of you. Made me think of that scene with the scarab. I am but one in the order of ancients. Yeah. I mean, that's one of my favorite after assassination sequences in this game. Sage, what about the flying guy? Yeah, I have no idea, Sage. People who are fans of Final Fantasy might be able to explain what that entity was supposed to be that was flying in the sky that then caused all the daggers to fly down and stuff. I mean, my guess is it's something related to Final Fantasy 15, because if we look at the number that's in Roman numerals in the tomb at the start of the quest, it's 15, and when you look at the obelisks in that are lined up, when it hits a certain time of the day, and then it opens up to shoot your arrows into the number 15, you know, like it's number 5, but you shoot it 3 times to open it. The Scarab is your favorite Order member in this game. He feels like the best version of the Templars. Yeah, you know, it's a very interesting dynamic too, because you have both Bayek and him are fathers, except in the case of the dynamic between father and son, whereas Bayek's son got killed, for Kawab, Tahaka's son, it's his father that dies. You know, so there's a bit of a mirroring there. And you have the fact that Khemu had a toy that he was fond of, and then you have Kawab, who has a toy that he's fond of, that Bayek actually delivers to him, not knowing at the time, of course, that Tahaka is actually the Scarab, you know, all that kind of stuff. And each sort of like main assassination target that we do at this point in the story, there's something related to a child, you know, a tragedy. With the hyena, it's the fact that she unfortunately lost her daughter, and she's been trying to bring her back to life ever since. And you have, obviously, what happens with the crocodile, the piece of shit, with Sharjah. And then you have the Scarab, you know. So yeah, there's definitely like a theme and sort of like symbolism and stuff going on. Okay, so that is that done. Gift from the gods, and the other one was the secrets of the pyramid that I did. Are they? Isn't a Templar that is just so Templar, but not an evil person? Yeah, I mean, it adds like a trickiness to things as well. It makes it that not everything is just clear cut. You know, there's certain things that there's so many different details that can be at work. Okay, so we've done that side quest. Now, another side quest that I want to do, if it's actually available, which it should be. Ah, that's right. It's in Giza. Precious Bonds. I like this one. Okay, so given what I'm doing at the top of the stream, I think what I might do is assassinate the hyena. I'll do that assassination at the tail end of the stream. But before I do that side quest and travel there, let's actually take care of another Falaki.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
I really like using follow road when I want to grab a new drink or I want to get some snacks ready or something like that. It's good to have something that you can put in place when you're streaming and let the game go while doing other things. It's not 100% quote-unquote safe to do because sometimes enemies can interrupt. So if you're actually away from the game while you leave the follow road on, you could come back to being dead because you've let Bayek go on the follow road and then enemies have intervened and attacked. Hey there, Alamouse. I see you going over the hedges there. What's that actually from? Thank you for leaving the lurk, Alamouse. Hope things are going well. No, are they? Yeah, I've seen like bits and pieces from it. Like I've seen ads for it and all that kind of stuff, but haven't seen any of the episodes in full. But the best follow road ever is in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's great, mainly because it's so damn cinematic. Absolutely. In Valhalla, they added the cinematic camera when you're traveling, but it doesn't do it as well as they did in Red Dead 2. Because in Red Dead 2, it feels very smooth. Very smooth transitions, you know, between camera placements. Whereas in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it cuts to a different angle, then it's out of focus temporarily after it's transitioned from one angle to another, and it's just like I appreciate the effort, but it's not on the same level. That's how Red Dead 2 does it. Alamouse, you just got home, cooked lunch, and had your girlfriend asleep. Well, that's awesome, Alamouse. Definitely sounds like you've had a full-on day. Hope you enjoyed your food. Something that I think would be good for people who haven't played these games before and you wanted to see the different paths to climb up things. I think having a similar thing to follow road for those players would be good, because then you could have the character start at the base of a structure and then you activate the climb road thing. I'm just calling it that for the sake of ease. It would be called something else, but and basically your character takes the path up the building, which is the most optimal path. So I do feel like sometimes it can be difficult for people to know what things can be climbed versus can't. So to have something like that could be interesting. I mean, I bet you've seen or heard both the Ashley look at me and it was perfect down to the last minute details. I've seen that meme, but more so only through Maxi's channel with the emote and the visual meme as well.
Climb under a rock, have you?
And here I am, at last, in the Pharaohs. I will root out the agents of the crocodile.
Oops, I forgot. Oh well, can't be helped now. I didn't want to trigger that because I'm not actually doing the crocodile. I'm going to leave that till last. Just wanted to actually go and take over this Falaki. But who knows, maybe Bayek will say that again, but maybe not. But oh well. Can't be up. Are they? Yeah, exactly. The show is hilarious. There is a scene where a guy is singing a duet with Gills. Oh.
Gods here are vigilant.
It won't let me disconnect off of the trireme. The felucca's stuck on it.
Afraid I must borrow this.
It's just so absurd, you know. Best superhero content you've seen in years. Yeah, I do like absurd humor. Taking things to an extreme where it almost becomes pointless. Or there was a point to it at the beginning, but it's gone so far past that it's gone out of control. A lot of Monty Python does a lot of that stuff. Like there'll be skits where they go on and on and on, and then at the end, the police barge through in whatever location the skit is taking place in, and basically stop the skit and shut it down and arrest the people to get them out of there. And it's such a brilliant way, brilliant way to end something when it's gone past the point where it's gone too absurd. Where it's like, you know, this is just too silly. It's gone too silly now. We're all being arrested for being too silly. And the ultimate use of it is in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where literally at the end of the movie, King Arthur and all the knights get arrested by the police. Because there's a historian that was talking about something, and they get killed, and then the police turn up and they're investigating the death. It's very, very funny.
Distract the enemy!
Dr. Darling redeemed Red Dead 1 or 2 quote, and Senu Tours, spy on that Falaki. Oh, you mean this one? It's kind of like a short distance away. Like, what I'll do is I'll get this viewpoint, and then I'll redeem that from somewhere else. Oh yeah, you know, like that Holy Grail bridge scene. What's your favorite color? Blue. Wait, no.
Answer me these questions 3. Hear the other side, you see.
Oh yeah, Dr. Darling. Definitely won't be putting Bayek that far away. But I'll just put Bayek here, and that way it won't be too short of a distance, and it won't be too long of one as well. Sage, get off that naked man. It's like, who put him there? He shouldn't be lying there like that. I've got no idea what you're talking about, Sage. I, I wasn't paying attention. Hey, Spectrum. Things are going good. We're now on a Senu tour. Been doing some side quests and stuff. Going to be doing a main target assassination soonish.
Well, it's time for me to head out. We might see each other again. But before I go, I have a secret to tell you. I am Batman! Ha 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 ha! Oh, fuck this bane of my existence.
Sorry, Ave. I know you didn't put see each other again next. I don't know if you meant other time or again or next time. So I just went with see you again. That's no worries at all. Ave, thank you so much for redeeming the Bane impression. You meant to put it. Oh, I see, Sage, the statue that I synced on. I gotcha. I gotcha now, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the statue of Zeus. Are they as in again? You meant to put it as in again. I gotcha. Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. I'll think, okay, what could the person have actually meant, and then be like, boom. Sage, it randomly just hits you how Shadows will be the first game in 8 years that we have a game set placed during the actual time period of Templars and Assassins were created. Yeah, because the Assassins being known as the Hidden Ones only goes up until a certain point in time, and then they become known as the Assassins. So yeah, you're right. Like Syndicate was the last game in the series where we were actually Assassins, or in a time period where they were Assassins and also Templars. Ave, you combined two different sentences and it ended up like crap. Oh, we'll see ya. Oh, that's alright, Ave. There's no trouble at all. Thank you so much for redeeming that. And definitely catch you again next time. I hope you have a good one. We did have the AC3 remaster. Yeah, the remaster. Yeah, I mean, technically, in terms of like literal games, the remaster of 3 is a separate game than the original. But yeah, in terms of like a brand new game that has the Assassins and the Templars, it's definitely been a long time. Assassin's Creed Syndicate was the last game to do that. Alright, so I can actually see where the Falaki is. I'll put the HUD back on. Here we go, Doctor. Senu spying on the Falaki. That's as low as we can get Senu to go. At least when we're actually playing as Senu, that is. Hey there, Zomb.
I have him! I can hit him!
What are the tenants of our cleared? Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Well, at least they didn't mention anything about my shotgun. Hide in plain sight. What do you think this skin suit is for? Never compromise the Brotherhood. Yeah, I'm not sure that can be guaranteed. Hasta la pasta. I like that. So that was the Terminator training with Ezio. Nice, could you imagine? Thanks for redeeming, Dr. Darling, that Senu tour. Yeah, it was cool to see what the enemy was doing, and just to see that, you know, constantly there's things happening in the game world outside of what you can just see when you're only as Bayek. Oh, you mean the Darling, the Arnie impression? I gotcha. Well, thank you. Bean. Thanks for redeeming that, Zomb. I hope it's going well. Just been doing some side quests. Gonna deal with this Falaki. And there's also another side quest I want to do. And then I think what I'll do is work on finishing the hyena. We'll do that as the target. And then in tomorrow's stream, I can do some more side quests, and I want to take on the Scarab in tomorrow's stream.
Whoa.
I saw the beast with my own eyes. Demons, 20 hands.
You're special, do you?
I saw the beast with my own eyes. Demons, 20 hands tall with...
Hey there, Faye. Welcome on in. And thank you so very much for the 5 bits. Thank you, I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. How's things today? Oh, that's no trouble at all, Faye, you know. It's definitely appreciated. And, you know, even if you can't, that's also appreciated too. You know, I've got no sort of, like, quotas or anything that I'm expecting to hit. or anything like that. But thank you so much. Every bit is definitely appreciated. I may as well get this viewpoint synchronized ahead of time for potentially using it to quickly get to the Fayoum.
Whoa. Ha!
Wahes, Wa'an, Wa'at.
Whoa.
Get out of my way!
Whoa.
I find it amusing when Bayek, like, grabs the person who was using the felucca and just throws them off the thing.
Get out of the way!
سمعة شعرت
رفقاء خمايل ثانية
Zombie, you find yourself doing a number of things to troll NPCs on the Thames in AC Syndicate, from jumping onto rowboats so they'll fall off to knocking them out and giving them a chance to wake up underwater. Yeah, it's fun to troll NPCs. It definitely can be, you're not wrong, Zom. There's some of the circumstances that you can A, find them in, but also B, put them in as well. Plus some of the dialogue too. May as well take out another Falaki. May as well. We're in the neighborhood of the Falakis, so... But, when I kill this one, I'm going to do the side quests that I wanted to do. Which is one of my favourite ones. It's a whole... Well... It's a big Lord of the Rings reference. Zom, so how's things going with me? Things are going good, Zom. Keeping warm in this really cold weather here that we got going. And gameplay-wise, Splinter Cell, I won't be streaming this coming weekend. I'm going to take a weekend off streaming. So the next Splinter Cell stream won't be until the 6th of July, I think it falls on. But doing a stealth challenge and on mission 5. But I tell you what, it's definitely been a challenge. And in this game, it's been going well. Still very early in the story, but doing New Game Plus and also doing all the side quests is a good way to make sure I'm not rushing through the game as well. So that's been good. Been doing side quests and stuff. And I'm going to be doing one of the main assassinations at the tail end of this stream. I'm going to choose to go after the hyena.
Wait a sec. Magi! You cannot escape!
Escape is not his plan. You must face him alone.
Cover my back! You will not escape. You are dead!
Another key. Same as the first. How many of the Philakes have this?
Hurry! Got I must get clear. Stop any pursuit. Must get clear. Stop any pursuit.
Too slow. They have hit the Argondas. Hurry. There you...
Good question, Zom. What's with the lightsaber? So this is the sword that you get when you do the Gift from the Gods side quest. It was a Final Fantasy crossover quest. I'd already done it on the save file that I used for the New Game Plus, so I now have 2 of the same gear. But I also wanted to include that as part of the playthrough as well. And the drone arrows. Yeah, so that's the Predator shot. Gives you the ability to guide the arrow through the air as over a short distance. Okay, so we're going to go to Giza. Or, rather, need to go somewhere as close as possible to Giza. Come on, Goethe, stop. What would Seamut think? When I get to the Hidden Ones DLC and I do the side quest where you actually get this mount that I already have, I'll show how you can make two of them appear on the screen at once. There's a little bit of a trick to it, because the game will actually despawn one Goethe out of the game environment, depending on which point in the quest you're doing. So for example, when you get to the final spot of the quest, you'll see Goethe already there. If you go and do the task and you look, Goethe is gone. So it's a bit tricky, but when I get to it, I'll do it. So I mean, here you were thinking the Animus was supposed to let people from the modern day view the past, not upgrade things in it. Well, I mean, nothing that gets upgraded is being upgraded in the world of Assassin's Creed. It's basically a gameplay only thing. So all the upgrades that are happening to Bayek's stuff, Layla isn't adding those to Bayek's things. Just like in Assassin's Creed 2, when Ezio gets a different armor set, it's not Desmond putting into the Animus inputs, you know, things like that.
Whoa. I must be careful now.
You there! Is that a Magi badge? Over here! Please, I am weak. Get me out of here. I will show you all of Giza's secrets. I know everything. Could you carry me? I will fall on my own. The gods are smiling. You are a true hero.
Keep quiet. Head down.
Zom explains the ability to make arrows with drone flight control ability, though. Yeah. Again, though, I'd put that under just a thing for us as the player. I don't think Bayek is able to make his arrows do that. Nor is it something that is happening via the Animus. It's just a gameplay thing. Precious Bonds. Bayek encounters a prisoner who needs help finding a valuable ring he has lost. Bayek frees an imprisoned scavenger named Oba from bandits and witnesses firsthand the harsh reality of the Giza Plateau. Oba is fixated on retrieving a valuable ring he claims is rightfully his, and Bayek knows that without protection the scavenger is as good as dead. So again, the name of this quest is
Precious Bonds. Garland, Garland, Garland.
And this whole quest is a reference to Lord of the Rings.
Freedom!
You recover quick.
Now, how about we loot some tombs?
Have I helped another criminal of Egypt?
Oh, that is right. You are a Magi. No, not a criminal. I'm an opportunist.
I know your kind. What did you dig up this time? It sure caught the eyes of those bandits.
A ring of unparalleled riches. As you can see, everyone wants it. Those bandits dragged me around trying to find it. Me? I just want what it is worth. You think I enjoy being a scavenger?
Yes.
Come, follow me to my palace. My safety is your duty, is it not? You saw how dangerous it is out here.
I suppose.
Yes! My very own Medjay. What a treat. I thought you were all buried beneath the sands of time.
Not all.
You should join us. We could use a strong warrior like yourself.
To get you out of all the trouble you get yourself into.
Yes, it is hard out here for us, you know. Bandits are always up our asses.
Then you should trade this ring and be done with it.
I know, but Giza has so much wonder and mystery. You just have to look hard enough. And the rewards, oh, the rewards!
Whoa.
Aha! That is my palace! Up ahead!
Some palace.
Zombie walked right into that. He definitely did as well. Hey there, Lucinda. Welcome back. These guys, oh, I know, right? These scavengers in this mission, like, this is one of my favorite side quests in this game. I just love the end of it too, as well.
Nepti! My Seni! Why didn't you come searching for me? I was locked in a cell for days. Nept, where's the ring?
Okay, calm down. Rashidi has it. Who is this?
This is my brother. Gonna help us find the ring.
Are you serious?
Okay, yeah. Why not? I've got time.
Ha! Luck is always on your side. Isn't it, Oba?
If it was, I'd have my ring.
Our ring. Yes. Yes.
That ring is worth millions of drachmas. Cleopatra would lay you if you gave it to her.
We should check for our other brothers. They have the ring.
There are bandits all around here. I'll start there.
Rashidi went south. Likely ran into those bandits camped by the Sphinx. The fool.
Rashidi is in danger. I have to get him out of that bandit camp.
Who is Rashidi?
Another brother. But between you and I do not trust him with the ring. Nepti either. I would spend the ring's money on my family. Do you have any idea how many children I have? Guess!
None.
Ha! 60! You were not even close. You heard, Nepti. Rashidi is in a bandit camp near the Sphinx. You heard, Nepti. Rashidi is in a bandit camp near the Sphinx.
What happened to Rashidi?
Bandits got hold of him. Like Oba. I will tell you a secret, though. I do not trust either of them with the ring. In fact, I think they are going against me. Rashidi has the ring, but there is nothing Oba or I can do about it. Rashidi has the ring, but there is nothing Oba
has the
or I
ring,
can do about it.
But there's nothing Oba or I can do about it. Zom, why are you half expecting Gollum to leap out and steal this ring from these bandits while shouting, "My precious"? Be quite an ending to this mission. It definitely would be. Maybe someone can mod Gollum in. Hey there, Omega. How's it going?
Whoa.
Hey, hold on. Hey.
Whoa. Your time has come. That will cost you. Power. Damn it! I see you! You're dead! Hey!
What did I do to deserve this? I'm there. Hello? Get me out of here. They will be back any moment.
Hey! Time to die. No way you're now.
This ring you have found is certainly sought after.
You know about the ring?
Oba and Nepti said you might be in trouble. I think you would all be better off giving up this life,
We could, if we had the ring.
Wait. You mean you don't have it?
Turo punched me straight in the face and took off to the Hemon tombs to trade it.
Who is Turo?
A brother?
Ah, of course. I will go make sure he is all right. Go back to your brothers. You'll be safer with them.
Hardly.
I wonder what tale Turo will tell me. You should get back to your camp with your brothers. I will find Turo.
Make sure he leads you to that ring. We're supposed to share it, but I think he ran off to sell it himself. The Hemon tombs! Check there! That is where Turo would be. I am heading back to the camp.
And so are we.
The Hemon tombs! Check there! That is where Turo would be.
Because I want to get more dialogue. So, whoop. Let him walk for a little bit. And make him go quicker. By making time go quicker. Alright, so because I marked him, this doesn't always work. Sometimes when you mark someone and then make time pass or fast travel, sometimes the mark automatically gets taken off. But in this case, it didn't. So that lets me know where he actually ended up going to. Because I want to see, I think there's dialogue between the three of them now that he's actually turned back up there. Actually, no, that's right. He doesn't go back to them.
I am heading back to the camp.
When? Next week? This isn't the camp. Where your brothers are? What are you talking about? Oh, so now he starts walking. Alright, looking at the trail, I think that's where he's actually going now. Let's see. This is something I'll be doing in the DLC for all quests, checking to see things like this with the dialogue. I've already done it with all the quests in the main game a couple of years ago. Now hopefully when I get to where they are, there'll be some dialogue between the three of them.
Whoa. Whoa.
Do not even think of taking that ring. You promised to get it for us, right, friend? That ring is a sacred object. For all of my family. We need it back. Do not even think of taking that ring.
James,
you promised
dude,
to get it
thank
for
you
us,
so
right,
very
friend?
much for the 6 months in a row. Thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it. Afternoon to you as well. I hope you're having a good one. Now that he's back at camp, let's see if there's any dialogue from him.
The Hermon tombs! Check there! That is where Tura would be. I am heading back to the camp.
Alright, okay. Well, at least we got some new dialogue with Oba. Alright, now to go and do the next part. That's right, James, yeah. It's almost a subscription baby, that's right. 3 more months to go. I'm currently doing a side quest about this precious ring that these bandits or scavengers are trying to actually find. It's a whole big reference to the Lord of the Rings.
Whoa.
James, well, could be better. One asked from work pissed you off because he's totally out of his fucking mind if he thinks you're some kind of medium and can read energy or some shit. Otherwise, you got off a shower and now you're fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't you love it when people expect you to be a mind reader? To know exactly what they're thinking when they're thinking it? So that you can accommodate their thinking you know everything that they're thinking. You know, but if you don't, then they act as if, you know, you're a terrible person or something. But that's good that you're feeling fine now.
Whoa.
Thank you for redeeming the Leap of Fail, Zomb.
Whoa.
This must be Turo. What's this? Ah, his hand was eaten. The hyena must have swallowed the ring too. Ah, this is absurd.
What I'll do is synchronize this viewpoint so that when I go somewhere else and do the Leap of Fail, I can just reload. I can just fast travel to this point. James, like his support group for on-service he provides for users in our company, and you have no idea what he's doing as his workloads, and he expects you to know if the problem user has is his workload or not. And he's all pissy about it. Just get a life and fuck off. Definitely sounds very frustrating, and, you know, when you're trying to just do what you need to do for the job, and then you have these complications that aren't in your control, that others are expecting you to, you know, take responsibility for or solve when, you know, they're not anything like that. Good one, Dr. Darling. The hyena is not her real name. Lucinda, okay, Rod, it's about time for you to get your day started. Hope you have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so very much, Lucinda. I definitely will. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Would like to highly recommend people check out Lucinda's channel.
Camp out here. I should have a look.
If you haven't checked it out before, Lucinda is starting her first ever playthrough of the game Control, and there's a lot of redacted in that game, and she's also been doing a Techland zombie marathon as well, working through Dying Light 1 at the moment, playing on Nightmare mode, and will also be doing Dying Light 2 after that as well. Is also a fan of the Resident Evil series, as well as The Last of Us and The Evil Within, as well as the Dishonored series. Lucinda's a great streamer, so definitely highly recommend checking out her channel if you haven't before. And that is absolutely no worries at all for the redacted, Lucinda. No worries. I hope that you have a great start to your stream. And spoiler alert, you'll probably get a raid from a certain Rod Legion channel very soon. But thank you so much for being here, Lucinda. I hope that you have a great start to your stream. Okay, Zomb. I'll redeem the leap of fail from this point. Zomb, plot twist. What if these rings those scavengers were after was a Templar ring, which meant the real reason they wanted it was to join the Order, and Bayek was accidentally helping them find it? Dun dun dun! It'd be like, Bayek, how could you? What are you doing? Why are you doing it for, mate? It's not the right way to go about it. Alright, time for a leap of fail. Thanks for redeeming that, Zomp. James, like your work is user support on major overall basis, you're not an expert on in-depth program support and he expects you to know what you should do with application support, which is his position, not yours. Like, really? Personally, hate people like that takes paychecks and sit on their ass all day and do nothing, and you should be doing their work for them when your paycheck is like half of his. Sorry about the rant. Oh, that's understandable, James, to be upset about that. You know, it's very, very frustrating when that happens, you know, and people who think that just because they might be getting paid more means that they can afford to be an arsehole to people. Dr. Darling, imagine landing in a tiny pool of water. Oh, could you imagine? What a way to do a leap of fail unsuccessfully.
Whoa. Yeah.
I won't be Dr. Darling, no. Won't be exploring all the tombs in this playthrough.
Whoa.
And Dr. Darling, Sag.
Yeah.
James, nah, he won't. He will do it twice. Right, Rod? Do it twice over. Start a new save file to do them again.
Whoa.
Ah, at last. The ring Oba, Nepti, and Rashidi were looking for. Time to put an end to this.
Indeed, Bayek. Okay, so once this quest is finished, what I'll be doing then is the hyena main target mission. And then I'll call it a stream. And we'll go and raid Lucinda.
Whoa. Whoa.
Haji Herceptions. Wedua Hapuani.
Sonetti? Vureseni.
I have bad news.
You lost the ring?
You lost the ring?
You lost the ring?
Turo is dead.
Oh, tragic. And the ring?
Yes. Quite unfortunate. And what of the ring?
Did you find it?
I found it. Did you not hear me? About Turo.
This mess is their fault. Give it to me. Mine.
Hand it over.